Hey guys, Gregory Shelton with Historic Living, Modern World. It's a lovely day today. I have a great day planned for you and me. We're going to historic Chesapeake City, Maryland, which is my hometown. There's a very small little museum that's pretty new that I had a little bit of a hand in help building and designing. Cannot wait to show you. Let's ride. As some of you already know, I'm of Ukrainian descent, and with the things going on in the world, there never has been a more volatile time for Ukrainians. I'm really happy that I was able to bring my family's things here to help out this museum, and it's really flourished because of it. The first thing from this exhibit that I wanted to highlight is probably the prized possession of this small exhibit, which is my grandmother's outfit. Now, the thing I love to highlight about this and why it's so stunning is because she hand knitted this and embroidered it herself when she was coming over to Ellis Island near the turn of the century. And the one thing that besides the amazing work that I always like to highlight to people, because this is a linen outfit that actually comes out in a large skirt, would be the vest. It has a lot of the jewel tone colors that you're synonymous with Ukraine, but the thing I love about it is you'll notice this embroidery that goes vertical on each side. When she came over from Ellis Island, she came over to become an American in the New World. So what she decided to do, instead of putting Ukrainian script on her vest, she put her new English name in English handwriting. So her name is Anna Becco, and she was proud to become an American and to live in the New World. And this is probably one of the most special pieces of things that I own. Very proud to have that. And I'm even just as proud to show you a wonderful picture of my grandparents. This is Anna and Alexander Stavroski. This is their marriage photography and their picture. And it's also a special thing to me because I remember her when I was a child, and she was always cooking Ukrainian things, embroidering Ukrainian things, and it was always a very special time. So some of these things that you'll see in this exhibit are things that I have purchased because of my heritage, and some that I've either made or some that things that have been given to me, but they all hold a special place in my heart, as I am incredibly proud to be Ukrainian. One thing I always like to highlight, I remember getting this from my mother as a kind of a fun gift that I know would make her smile. It's more of a kind of a folk gift from Ukraine, but it's a hand paddle, right? So it has a weight, as the ball would be the weight, and it's a Ukrainian woman in a field, and she has chickens, and you spin around, and she feeds the chickens, and the chickens eat the food. One of the main things that people think of the Ukrainian heritage are always the Ukrainian eggs, which are also known as pisanka or pisanki, plural and singular. A pisanki egg is a real chicken egg, or it could be a goose egg, and they are synonymous with the heritage, but they're really beautiful design work because it's really a wax pen that's dipped onto the egg, and it's really a drag and release type of artwork. And of course, all the colors are done by hand dyeing. So you would take the pen and you would write on the egg to create a pattern. Then you would dye that egg, and then you would wipe it off and then go again. And that's how it's a very arduous process, but you can see how tough it is, but it's still beautiful. One of the things I wanted to show you, which was something that I purchased when my mother passed away, would be this goose egg here. It's a really, I had it custom made, and I'm proud to have it sitting in this museum. It was made by a Ukrainian artist in Los Angeles, California. And what I love about it is it's actually a goose egg, so it's larger than the normal Ukrainian egg. but it has a very modern look to it. So it's not something you would see probably in the old world, but I think it's a beautiful historic look with a modern take on it, what I absolutely love. And it's done beautifully, and she has a varnish on it, and then she fills the hole with a nice gold cover, which is just beautiful. Everyone knows that the country of Ukraine has some very, very tough times. It means a lot to Ukrainians to stick up for their country, and there's so much support from America that we did an event not long ago. We raised a great deal of money to send to Ukraine. That's another thing I'm super proud of, and I can't wait for that money that we raised to help some people in Ukraine. Another amazing part about Chesapeake City is the Ukrainian church known as St. Basil's. It was built in 1920. Ukrainian people came over from Ukraine in the turn of the century, and they used people's houses while the church was getting built. So it's a one-room, kind of farm-style church. It's a very lovely church. We still go to it to this day. And here's a lovely picture that was painted by Geraldine McEwen, who was a local artist. Very simple, yet stunning inside. To me, St. Basil's is still a gem of Chesapeake City, and I'm very proud of what it's become. So proud that for Christmas one year I decided to make this for my mother. It is a model of St. Basil's, but it was done with pine cones to kind of commemorate the Christmas gift side. But it's really meant to be a lifelike version of it, so I really, really like it. I was very proud to give this to her. The things I love about it is that you can see the stained glass with the light underneath, and the light even shines through the bell tower, which is great. And if you look at the little finial, the little lights over top the door, they even have the beautiful gold works up there too. So I was very proud to make this for my mom, and my mom loved it. And it's so proud to have this in this museum, because this is a small museum, but it says what Chesapeake City is about, and handmade things really are what that is. So I love that. Lastly, we'll talk about this. It's something I purchased from the church. It's a beautiful silver icon, so it's kind of hand done, and it's a very small piece, and I love the fact that it's in the frame. This is how I purchased it, and it's just a nice, kind of a religious element to it, and I just love it. It's very, very cool. I have to tell you, this is a great little museum for a great little town. If you live in the area or you live several states around, come to Chesapeake City, see the museum. The restaurants are amazing. You will guarantee to have a wonderful time. I just got back from the Chesapeake City Museum, and I absolutely loved it. If you like what you see today, make sure you click like and subscribe, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. This is Gregory Shelton from Historic Living, Modern World, reminding you, whenever you try to do something, always make sure you work to move people. Cheers, and glory to Ukraine.